I'll be looking over here. Ready? Good afternoon. I'm Beth. I'm a personal trainer at Emerge Fitness Training, and just letting everybody know this is my first workout session that I'm conducting, okay, with just one person in front of me with a camera. So anyway, welcome to all of you. Today, what I'm going to primarily focus on is a senior workout. Now, by no means does that mean that everyone can't participate, because these are very basic exercises. And depending upon the weights or how you want to ramp it up or the intensity, okay, is really what makes it a senior, perhaps, workout versus a workout for a lifter or whatever. Anyway, all of these exercises are very basic, so they'll be fairly simple for all of you to follow, I hope, and we will go through and demo. A few things I want to make note of right up front is that you probably want to have a mat or a towel, because we will be doing 3 exercises to begin with on the floor, and we'll stay on the floor. So you won't be getting up and down, back and forth. Only down once, up once if you choose. Also, if you have any weights, like if you have a weighted ball or dumbbells, or even a bottle, a detergent bottle full of detergent, something that's weighted, you can add that to the workout, and that exercise will become more challenging. And some of you will need to do that. Senior, I think, covers anywhere from 55 to 110 or whatever. So everybody's fitness level is going to be a little different. So you're going to want to work out appropriately to where your fitness level is. And I'm going to try to give you modifications to help you find just the exact place you should be doing as far as your exercises are concerned. Also, you're going to want to have some water. So if you don't have that towel or water or something near you, or if you don't think you need water, that's fine. But keep it somewhere close to you, especially for the first 3 on the floor, so you can just grab it if you prefer not to get up and down. Now, the workout itself, I put approximately 30 minutes. Now, you're my experimental group today, those of you who are joining me, and by all means, let us know if you're there or if you're working out with us, because we like to know that you're with us, and feel free to make a comment. It might go anywhere from 20 minutes to 35 minutes, I don't know, but that's what we're shooting for. We have 6 exercises, and we're going to do 2 sets of each of those exercises. Now, joining me today is my demo person, and this person is Jerry Purtle. Yes, Jerry is my husband, and he's also a senior. So again, this is seniors doing a senior workout. Now, I'm going to ask Jerry, do you have everything that you need for this workout? Okay, you're going to need, well, you've got a soft floor here.
Yep.
Okay, do you have your water? All right, make sure you get your water out so we can get started. All right, Jerry, what? No, Jerry, I want water, not beer, water. All right. Okay, good. You did put water in there. So glad. Thank you, Jerry. All right. Also, okay, filming us today is my daughter-in-law, Angie Purtle. So between the 3 of us,
hello, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, I hope you get a good workout, because that is our intention. And again, our first time around, so we're gonna hopefully give you our very best. All right, let's start with the warm-up, and we're going to keep the warm-up really basic. I'm going to give you an option. You can either start, okay, for lower body, just doing a side to side, so tap back and forth, or you can add a hop if you want. It's up to you. Obviously, if your fitness level, okay, is one where you're new to exercise and working out, you're probably going to want to do side to side. Now, we're going to go for another 10 seconds or so with that, just to make sure we get the legs warmed up. And then I'm going to do something to kind of not only warm up the upper body, okay, Jerry, go up here and stretch. We're just going to go back and forth.
So I need to let you know Jill Atkinson is here.
Oh, hi, Jill.
Yep, and Sarah Hyman's watching.
Oh,
Hey,
hi,
Sarah. This feels good.
Thank you for joining us. Good.
I like this one.
Now, you're going to want to make sure that you stay, and one of the things I find with working with older clients in my age group is I'm constantly prompting them to keep their neck loose. Okay, we have a tendency to get real rigid after years and years of unintentional poor posture and leaning over desks and things of that nature. So I will be prompting you throughout this workout today to make sure you keep your neck neutral and keep it loose. All right. Now, let's get started with our workout. We are going to start on the floor. So I'm going to give everybody just a little time to safely get on the floor. And I like using that word safe because all workouts and all exercises should be appropriate, again, to where our fitness level is. That means we keep them safe. So take your time with everything that you do today. Jerry's now on the floor, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, or he's going to show you, and I'm going to help him at the start, all 3 exercises we're going to do on the floor. All right, we're going to start with an exercise that's called the Superman. So what you want to do is, again, get down on the floor, get on all fours. Make sure you have your hands under your shoulders. Don't have your hands way out in front of your shoulders. What I'd like you to do is keep, again, your neck nice and neutral. Lift your right arm, extend it all the way out, then attempt to extend the opposite leg on the other side, opposite leg on the other side out. Hold for just 2 seconds, bring it back down. Other side, extend, bring it back down. Now, I'm going to let Jerry finish this out. We're going to do 10 of those on each side. Now, one of the things that I found with Jerry, because he has one knee that's slightly injured, that it's a little bit more comfortable for him to keep his knee bent or a little flexed. And that's okay. Because if you can't extend your leg all the way out, that's fine. You're still getting the impact, which obviously you're going to find your core muscles. Your stabilization is definitely being challenged here. It's also a good exercise for your back. So, again, he's doing 2. What rep are we on, Jerry?
45.
That's
9.
All right, almost there.
That's 10.
Okay. Once we get 10 on each side.
That's it.
All right, we've got that one. So that's the Superman. Again, if that was a little awkward and you felt a little bit all over the place, that's really a good thing. That means that was a good exercise for you to choose to do because it's safe and it's on the floor. And at the same time, in order to get better at balance and stabilization, we really need to do exercises that put us a little bit out of balance. All right, now we're going to go to the push-up, which sounds like a horrible, horrible exercise. Believe it or not, I'm going to give you a modification, but one of the reasons why even as seniors I always go to the push-up for myself and for my clients is because some of those chest muscles that we use for this particular exercise are the same muscles we need when our grandkids run up and we want to lift them up. So they're critical muscles if for no other reason, just that reason. Now, we can actually get in position of a plank position. And again, hands are wider than the shoulders. You can come all the way up to plank, or if that's difficult, come up to plank, drop your knees down. If you want, you can wrap your ankles. I find that makes it easier. Don't worry if you can't get your chest all the way to the floor. That's okay. Do the best you can. Again, keep your neck nice and neutral. Come down as far as you can and push all the way back up. Pull your belly up just like you're pulling it up to your spine, but don't hold your breath. Make sure you continue to breathe normally, nice and easy. Now I'm going to move out of the way and I'm going to let Jerry finish this out. Bring your hands just up a little bit more, a little bit wider. There you go. Loosen up your neck. We can do anywhere from 8 of these, depending upon where the challenge level is, to 15 of these. So when you get to 15, Jerry, unless you feel like you can do another 45, then that's fine.
I don't want to show off.
Superman!
Okay.
There's 14.
All right, and you got it?
There's 15.
Great, nice. All right, now, staying on the floor, you want to turn around to your bottom. So I'm going to get back down on the floor, and we're going to do something that almost everybody's probably familiar with, that you've seen people do it one time or another, and that's a hip lift. All right, so we're going to strengthen the bottom, okay, the most powerful muscles in the body. Okay, so I want you to lay back. All right, anchor your feet to the floor, and I want you to squeeze your butt as hard as you can and lift. Squeezing hard, count of 2, and then lower. Now don't just plop your bottom on the floor, okay, just touch, and then squeeze again as hard as you can, 2, and drop. We're gonna do 15 of these. I'm gonna do the count for the 2-second hold and drop, and then 3, squeeze, 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 and drop. Bring your heels back a little, and 4, and drop, and 5, 2, and drop, and 6, 2, and drop, and 7, 2, and drop, 8, 2, and drop, 9, 2, and drop, 10, 2, and drop, 11, 2, and drop, 12, 2, and drop, 13, 2, and drop, 14, 2, and drop, and last one, 15, 2, and drop. Nice job. Now, if you want, sit up, take a breather for a minute, grab your water. Again, I hope you have it close.
We have a question. Maybe we could demonstrate, was it a push-up for Pat Owens? Okay,
absolutely.
so Pat has fake knees. So she's asking what can she do in place of being on the floor?
You know what she
do you
can
want
do?
to show her the
Yes,
wall?
yes.
Let's
We
go
can
show
come
while
over.
everybody's resting. We're going to
And-
demonstrate.
Another thing, there's 2 different ways that you can do it. You can actually do it against the wall, and again, feet out, arms apart, bring all the way to the, and push up, and extend your arms all the way up, and come down. Now, another thing you can do, Pat, if you've got a strong anchored coffee table or couch or something of that nature, you can amp up the challenge. You can actually, again, make sure your shoulders are over and now, the higher this is, the less challenging it's going to be. Start at the wall, okay? And then eventually you can graduate to a little higher surface, even your kitchen table if it's strong and grounded, and use that to push up off of. So again, I think you'll find doing it against the wall will help. Thanks for
Perfect.
asking that question.
Yeah,
Anybody
great
else
question.
Who has a question about the workout, make sure you ask and we'll stop.
And Marilyn is watching.
Hi, Marilyn. Hey, Marilyn. Yes, awesome. All right. Okay, Jerry's gotten his drink. Okay, we're going to go back to square one, which is back on the floor. And by the way, if you didn't want to get up, you didn't have to get up. But Jerry likes to get up, stretch a little bit. So we're going to start again with the Superman. So down, all fours. Right hand extended, right arm extended out. Opposite leg. Yes, 1, 2, and down. 2, and down. 2. The longer you can hold, and I don't want you to hold for a long time, but the longer you hold, obviously the more challenging it is. So if you're just whipping through back and forth and it's no challenge whatsoever, make sure in your head to do the count of 2 or 3 seconds and hold it. Now remember to keep your belly drawn up tight, but not so tight that you hold your breath. You want to make sure that you breathe consistently. What number are we on, Jay?
8, 9.
Good.
I think Andrea and Diane are watching.
Yes, hi Andrea and Diane, mother-daughter. Awesome. All right, Jerry's over halfway. We're doing 10 on each side.
We got it.
Awesome. You got it?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so we're going from the Superman back to the push-up. So, yes. Now, Jerry, you can drop to your knees if you want, or you can stay up in plank position if you'd like. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Yeah. All right, and let's go for it. 1.
Glenn is here cheering you on. He thinks Jerry needs heavier weights, though.
Thanks, Glenn.
A little bit towards your shoulders. Yes. Good. Good breathing. Now again, I want to remind a lot of you, if you're like me, I start in plank position and I drop down on my knees in that plank position, just to make sure my knees are far enough back, but my hands are still well placed under my shoulders. I wrap my ankles and I do push-ups from that position, not from a plank position. However, there's a lot of you out there who have that level of strength, and by all means, I encourage you to do it the way Jerry just did it. All right.
17.
Okay. All right, last one. Okay, so we're turning over on your bottom. We're going for the hip lift.
Tell me.
Yes. Down here, feet anchored on the floor. Loosen up that neck. All right, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for the count of 2. I'll do the count and lower, and squeeze 2 and lower, and 3, 2, and lower, and 4, 2, and lower, 5, 2, and lower, 6, 2, and lower, 7, 2, and lower, 8, squeeze, 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 and lower, 9, 2, and lower, 10, 2, and lower, 11, 2, and lower. Last 4, 4, 2, and lower, 3, 2, and lower, 2, 2, and lower, and last rep. And lower. Nice job, Jerry. Awesome. And everybody, get a drink. Take a couple of deep breaths, shake it out a little bit. We're coming up on our feet. So we're going to do our next 3 in a standing position. All right. You need a drink?
Nope.
Good to go.
You want to say hi to Patty Harris?
Hi, Patty. Gosh, good. I'm so happy you're here. All right. Now, our 3 exercises that we're going to do in standing position, again, I'm calling it the squat lift. Whether you have something to lift or not, you're fine. You're still the row. And whether you have weights or not, you're going to still be able to do the row and the forward lunge. Now, we're going to start with the squat lift. And if you have a dumbbell or a weighted ball or anything weighted at all, that's great. But if not, we're going to almost like pretend we do. So the squat, I'm going to put you in more of a plie type squat position. So I want your feet, a little bit out, a little bit wider than shoulder distance. I don't want your feet in a plie position, but I do want your toes slightly turned out. Now the idea here is that when you do a squat, it's really important to keep your back straight. It's not going to be vertical, but you want to keep your back straight. You also, when going down into a squat, is you want to push your bottom out, keep your chest open, and drive your weight back to your heels. Now, here's a position you could keep your hands in. You could put them on your hips or hold your weight. And as you come down, just touch, curl back up. All right, next squat, opposite side, and push up from the heels and curl back up. You get a little bit of rotation in there too. So we're going to use some of those waist or oblique muscles at the same time. Now, again, if you have no weights, that's all right. Just, again, as you come down with your squat, still curl your arms up. So you're in this position. Now, even without the weight, if you focus on that tiny bicep muscle, believe it or not, just really squeeze it, you're going to actually get some work on that bicep in addition to all the glute and the quad and the hamstring work that we're going to get with the squat. How many do we have of the squats?
None.
All right, well, let's go for it.
From the top.
I mean 20.
All right. Okay, let's go for 10. I just go to the toe. You don't have to rotate quite that much. Just extend those arms down. All right, now try Try to keep those. Let's watch those knees. Try to take a little bit of the rotation out of it so that you're just going right here in front of your foot. Okay. These are rolling a little bit. I'm going to help you. By kind of holding the
I would
knee.
suggest that.
Sit side. What number?
8.
Watch your range of motion. That'll help so that the knees aren't dropping in
better?
and rotating in. Yeah. Last one. Yeah. If you're finding that your knees are rotating in and your form starts to get a little bit distorted, it's okay. It's all right. But just modify perhaps your range of motion. In other words, when I say that, how far down you try to go. This is even with, you can even do the curl from here, just right below the knee. Okay, you don't have to come all the way down. Especially also if you find yourself rounding through the shoulders and the back. So again, there are ways that we can alter, kind of alter them so that we keep good form. So we do the most good. You've got it. All right,
better.
next one is the
Good
throw.
job.
Now, I'm going to show again on this set. The next set, I'm going to give Jerry a weight. So those of you who do have weights available at home, you can use a weight for this. The row is a very basic exercise. So we're going to pretend that we have something in our hands. I want you to slightly bend at the knees. Here, I want you to hinge forward at the hips. So you're moving your butt back. Your knees aren't coming out over the front of the toes, but your back this way. Keep your back straight, even though you're hinged at the hips. Neck is neutral. Arms close to the side of your body. And then all I want you to do is pull, so you feel those muscles contract back there. Then fully extend your arms all the way down. Then pull and extend your arms all the way down. A little bit more of a bend in the knee. Drive your butt back. Loosen the neck up. Give me 15. Put the feet a little bit closer together. Closer together. Yes. What number, Jerry?
3.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab some weights for your next set.
6.
We're not cheating.
Nope. 8.
Hi, Sarah Bunstead.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah, are you working or exercising with us?
12. 13.
Breathe out as you're pulling those weights up. And I think that's 15.
Yep.
Nice job, Jerry. Nice job. All right. Last exercise we're going to do, okay, standing, is we're going to do a forward lunge, which when I was a kid was the easiest thing in the world. Of course, it might, when we walk, we're actually doing a forward lunge, but actually doing the exercise itself, depending upon how you're doing the forward lunge, it can be the most challenging exercise of all. Primarily, where stabilization and balance is concerned, and that's why it's such a great exercise. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your feet pointed forward, step out. Now, how far out you step will determine how challenging this is, not only to the leg work we do, but to the balance work we do. So, if balance is a real challenge for you, don't stride out too far. Because again, if you stride way out, your balance is going to be more compromised. Now, do we want to compromise it a little bit? Yes, in a very safe range we do, because we want to strengthen those stabilizers, and we actually want to work a lot on the core here so that we can be more balanced. So you're going to step out, and then basically you can either put your arms out here, you can put them at the hips. I'm going to suggest you put them at the hips. Give me the best range of motion you can. Move up, and then step back. Sometimes that deceleration part of the exercise when you step back can be the most challenging as far as balance is concerned. I'm going to let Jerry do 8 of these on each side. Step back. Yes. If you can do more reps, by all means do so. Now, ways to make this more challenging, again, simply add some weights. Hold weights at your side. Lots of ways to do so. What number, Jerry?
5.
Great.
I really didn't know, I guessed.
Was it in your favor? Or
One more.
and we don't know what favor that is. If
This
it was
is a-
me, I'd be cheating.
Oh, this is more of a workout than I thought. Yes, that's good.
Nice job. Nice job. All right. Okay, so that was our first set of all 3 of our standing exercises. Okay, now we're going to just get a quick drink so that we can go through our second set, and then we're going to kind of pull all this together. So if you need a drink, grab your water, and then we're going to start back at square one for the squat lift. Again, remember, don't need a big rotation on this one. So in other words, as a matter of fact, focus a little bit more. Let's focus on the squat itself. So toes are slightly turned up. Drive the bottom back. Keep the back, okay, straight. Neck is neutral. And instead of touching down from one side to the other, this time, let's just do this, or at the hips. Then push back up from the heels. Squeeze the butt, then back down. Shifting the weight to the heels. You got it. Give me 10.
4.
Hello, David.
Oh, hi, David.
I think David was golfing this morning, maybe.
I know Jerry wants to watch that video.
He
missed it
doing
this morning that Tyler and David did.
Oh, I definitely
Yeah. What number, hon?
8.
Yes.
10.
Nice job. Nice job. All right, couple of deep breaths. I've got your weights this time for the row. So this time, those of you who have weights, okay, can join, or you can do it just like we did the first time without the weights. Bring the feet a little bit closer together, then at the knees, hinge at the hips. You've got it.
I like this one.
Yes. Neck is nice and neutral. Keep it loosened up.
Yeah, I always tighten my knee.
Yes. Yes.
I
Nice
need
job.
bigger weights.
We can do that.
We can get you a lot bigger. The next workout we do, I'll make sure I have some nice heavy ones.
Some
here
big
for you.
weights.
Yes.
Is my trainer Adam watching this?
Where is Adam?
Good form, Jerry. I don't know what that is. I don't know how many we've done.
All right, give me 2 more. And you got it. Got it. All right, now back to the forward lunge. Let me take those weights for you. Okay, you remember what you're doing on this
No.
one? Okay, let me show you. Okay. Actually, I'd be doing this workout with Jerry, but I just came through foot surgery 6 weeks ago, so my big toe is a little bit weird still on this side. Feet together, how far out you stride determines the challenge. So if you're a beginner, don't stride out too far, maybe this far. And then again, drive, give me the best range of motion you can, up and step back. Give me 8 on each side. For
That's
those of
2.
you, okay, for those of you out there, again, you want to up the reps a little bit. It's not a race. Focus in on the movement that you're doing. Looking good. Nice. How
That's
many?
5.
Great.
Yes, Terry. Terry says, thanks, Jerry, for being so real.
I'm not an actor.
No pretending over here.
No.
That's it.
All right. Okay. Thank you. You did
welcome.
great. Awesome.
Time for my water.
Yes.
Which one are you going to choose?
Not the water.
Just a couple of things I want to say to just kind of bring this all together. First of all, you'll notice that you might have noticed I had on the board here is why? Why in the world did I just do this? Or should I ever do something like this again, or even step something up like this? So what I've done is I've just put it in note form because I am a senior and therefore sometimes I'm compromised where memory is concerned. But I really do want to touch on that very quickly before we end this. First of all, why? Well, first and foremost, we're in a time where stress levels are very high. And there's no question, okay, that exercise, moving just in general, taking a walk, whether the exercise is strength exercise, cardiovascular in nature, or again, as I said, just moving, it adds, to stress relief so much. So I encourage you to keep that in mind and know that as much as you might not be anxiously anticipating a workout, committing to it, I can promise you that when you get it done, you're going to feel a lot better. Also, I found, and one of the reasons why I do all different kinds of exercise, I don't think strength takes the place of cardiovascular or flexibility, and I don't think cardiovascular takes the place of strength. They all have a place in our maintaining quality of life as seniors, so there's no question about it. Cardiovascularly, I've found that it has increased as far as my cognitive function is concerned. And I think that becomes obviously more and more and more important as we get older. Not that we lose it by any means, or we're not just as on the ball, but sometimes my memory is compromised a little bit. And you know what? It has made all the difference in the world to me that I consistently do cardiovascular every week. Increases bone density. So important. I always tell clients, we want to keep ourselves from falling down. Falling is probably the biggest fear of every senior. But even more than that, I always tell clients, I want to get us to the point where we're strong enough, we have strong enough bones that if we do go down, we don't break anything. Because the older we get, running the risk of breaking anything can be recovery time that's compounded because of our age. People who exercise have a tendency to have an improved digestive system, immune system. These are just things that lots and lots of research has been done on. It boosts mood and self-confidence. We already talked about that. Balance is critical, makes all the difference. Flexibility. Actually, moving more and exercising can eliminate a lot of those, now I don't want to say eliminate, that's the wrong word, can minimize some of the aches and pains that we get as we get older. So I encourage you to keep committing to working out. If not on your own, please make sure you tune in here at Emerge, because we do workouts and we keep them all week long and for weeks for you to be able to go back to and redo, and you can even redo this one. Tips really quick. Start slow. If your fitness level is, or you feel like, I was terrible at that, you weren't terrible at that. You were awesome at that. You did it. And that's all that's important, really. Be accountable to doing, not thinking about it. Okay? Just get it down, get it on the calendar, and do it. Just start. That's my motto. Once you start, okay, if you're that miserable, okay, you've got options to stop. But the reality is if you start, you'll usually finish. Okay. Keep in mind, again, that different things impact, our exercise. And keep in mind that it's important not to compare yourself to somebody else, or to even try to be somebody you were years ago when you used to work out or exercise. If I tried to compare the kind of person I was when I ran years ago to the person I am today, I'd be depressed every day, and I'm not. I feel good because I do the best I can do at this point in time in my life. Again, it's all about quality. It's all about family. It's all about being healthy and being able to be with the people we love and that we care about. And last but not least, I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who are out there today, who are our first responders, who are people who are out there in the trenches and who are doing the very best they can, to keep all of us healthy and to keep all of us safe. Thank you, and I hope you'll join us again next week for another senior workout.